Day 534, 22 for 22. Good morning. Hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight. Do not quit. All right, so surviving me again a little bit. And that's actually surviving you. Any of us that go into the service, whether it's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard to be included, when you're going through that, you're taught your service's values. The Army's is loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Under that selfless service is expendable. You are taught that you are a number and that you are holding a slot. You are expected to do your duty. And if that duty includes dying, that's what you do. Especially with combat arms. I can't speak a lot for the non-combat arms because that's not what I was. But I do know that you are trained to turn it on, and it never turns off. The attitude of win, take on your enemy and win at any cost. Now the problem with that is when you actually do get the call, or even if you do not get the call, and you end up surviving all of it and getting out, you've got to survive you. You have to be able to fight the battles that are going to occur in your head and win them every time. Because a loss, it's like what the odds with the terrorists. The terrorists can be right once and be successful. For us to be successful, we have to be on it 100%. If they get through once, we failed. So there's not a lot of wiggle room with how we operate, and that makes it tough when we get back here and we're fighting whatever has occurred, whether it's combat related or not. We are still ingrained with that mindset. And that mindset, as I said, is to win at any cost. And it's a winnable fight if you're willing to fight it. And you can't fight it alone. It is this battle, other than the sounds, hopefully, are no different. The only difference is the sounds. There should be, if there is no difference there's a problem. But the fight here is more important than the fight over there, because this is the fight for your life, not just your life and not your squad's life and your life, or your platoon or whatever division, whatever you are in. It's a fight for your individual life. Now, you are not alone in that fight. You do have your brothers and sisters you served with. You do have just veterans you didn't even serve with that are standing by, waiting to help. Or if you give them the call, will help. And then you have your family around you. You're not alone. Even if you think you are, you're not. Now, I keep saying this day in, day out. You got to be proactive. You can't let the demons shut you down. You have to be able to bust out and get an SOS out on the radio and wait for extraction. The bottom line is, to survive you've got to be proactive. You've got to know the fight that you're in, and you already know it because you're in it. You got to know that you have to keep sticking and moving. You have to make choices. You have to, if that doctor is not doing what he's supposed to do for you, patient advocate, whatever you need to do to switch doctors. And then like cases like mine, where a doctor's only going to be able to do so much. If it gets to a point, I can have open heart surgery again, replace a valve, whatever needs to be done, or unclog an artery if necessary, which doesn't seem to be a problem yet. But there's some things that can't be fixed, and then you I say just, but you just have to adapt to the new normal. You have to figure out how to operate successfully within the circumstances that you're in. You know, PTSD, it's counseling and finding the right combination of meds if you need it, or smoking weed, or whatever works, whatever you find that works for you. And don't quit till you find that something that works for you. And attitude is not everything, but it helps a lot. Positive attitudes, saying you can instead of can't. The only thing you can say is I can't kill myself. That's the one can't you can definitely use on a daily basis if you need to. But the bottom line, and I keep saying bottom line is just keep up your fight and do not quit. It is all about that. It is staying in the fight, even when you don't want to. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. You're a lot stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. And you're worth a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for. All right, time for some push-ups. And like I said, I know the push-ups don't mean anything, but I started a 22 for 22 challenge. I'm not going to rebrand myself after delving this far into it. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1 for the airborne ranger in the sky. 1 for the infantry. 1 for the fallen. And I know what I say is not easy, but it can be done. As I said, I'm not a combat vet, but I faced the demons that I have. They nearly won, but I have overcome them, and I keep fighting every day to try to keep those of you that are struggling here, because life is good when you let it be, and when things start working for you. All right, so selfish plug YouTube channel, that _push_up_guy tough. Twitter, that guy push up. Instagram, that push up guy. My Facebook page, 20 other Facebook groups. If you can't share from inside the group, please come to my page. You'll be able to share from there. Well, if you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. But whatever you do, please do not use suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We will see you here tomorrow. Tough out.